Alright guys, here's some interesting trains that I got in lately. So let's get started. The first train that I got in was at McCowan Road near Pine Orchard, mile 38.38 on the Ballot subdivision. The train that I saw there was CN.CN, Vancouver to Brampton. It was led by 2711, which is an IC-9 with a really epic K3L horn. And for the rear DPU is 2877. And in between these locomotives are 118 rail cars. The next morning we went to Washago. I got word that there was a CN test train sitting at Washago, and it was going to leave between 8 and 9 a.m. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. The train was going to head up to North Bay to test the Newmarket stop. We may not see the test train in action yesterday, but we got in 3 trains. And I wasn't alone for this trip. Nick Carr Railside Productions also came to Washago as well. The spot we went to in Washago was the Bond Road Dead End, mile 89 on the Ballot sub and mile 98 on the Newmarket sub. The first train came after 4 hours of waiting, which was another CN.CN. It was led by 3267, which the engineer gave us a horn/bell salute and gave us a wave. And for the rear DPU is 2897. Yesterday, 112 has 169 rail cars. And it was going to have a meet with CNA451 at Smale, which will be a few trains away. Yep, I see the light.
And they're on to meet at Smale there. 112 is coming up to Washago right now, and 106 is just to play at Sparrow Lake. So double there. And here you go, it's OCS clearance item 1, number 7431. 7431. temperature 10 C, total axles 496, speed 22. 112, you look good on the east side here by the hot box, 87 over. Good inspection by the hot box, thanks, and have a good day.
Now here's 112 at a different angle. Ten minutes later, another southbound train showed up, which was CN.CN, going from Rubberbanks, BC to Montreal. It was led by 3936, and for the rear DPU is 2656. And this is actually my second time seeing 2656. The first time was at Leech Road in Severn almost a year ago, when it was DPUing on 180. Yesterday, 106 has 187 well cars. And like 112, 106 was going to have a meet with CN.CN at Smale, which will be the next train. And these two trains actually took 9 minutes to pass due to its slow speed.
Yeah, 106, advance, clear to stop. Washago. 508, speed 24.
Hey, 106, we're good on the east side here by the hot box.
Here's a different angle shot of 106. After that, we moved to the Newmarket stop since 451 was departing Smale. This is the Canal Road crossing in Severn, mile 100.66 on the Newmarket stop. The crossing is gateless with all safe train equipment except a Western car hates mechanical bell. Now here is CN.CN, going from Trotter to North Bay. It was led by 3017 with a really epic K5A gel horn. Trailing second is CREX 3986. And trailing third is 3608. And this is actually my third time seeing 3986. The first time was at Gomery last January when it was the rear DPU on B730. Then the second time was at Airport almost a month ago when it was leading on 105. Yesterday, 451 had 76 freight cars. After the engineer did the first horn blast, a red pickup truck decided to cross the tracks while the lights were flashing. Now here's 451 at a different angle. After that happened, I called it a day. But the next morning, Michael and I went to Vivan Road in Pine Orchard to do some more railfanning. Mile 35.34 on the Ballast subdivision. And this is what we got in today. The first train of the day was CN.CN, going from Rubberbanks, BC to Brampton. 5746 was leading it, with one burnt out ditch light with a really loud and awful K3H horn. But the engineer involved hand gave me a wave and a quick horn salute. And trailing second is 3286. Today 104 has 130 rail cars. Unfortunately, Michael couldn't make it to see this train on time. He was still on his way. Michael got in there, and not long after, along came CN A450, going from North Bay to Toronto. It was basically the same power like 451 a day ago, but however they added a new unit. CREX 3986 was leading the train back to Toronto with a really epic K5HL horn. Trailing second is 3017, which was leading on 451 yesterday. Trailing third once again was 3608. And trailing fourth was a former GATX 4910, a GP38-2. And now, that was my first time seeing 3986, but I'm not going to explain it again because I already told you earlier. Today, 450 has 110 freight cars. The next train we saw was CN.CN, going from Robertbanks, BC to Brampton. It was led by 3688 with a really epic K3L horn. And for the rear DPU is 8836. Today 102 has 187 rail cars. And it was going to be tying down at Bethesda while meeting with CN.CN, which will be the next train. The next and final train that I saw was CN-X-317, going from Toronto to Winnipeg. It was led by 3897 with a really epic K58 horn. And trailing second is 2966. Today, 317 has 160 freight cars.
Clear final Archer 317, 35, no issues.
Even though I didn't get the test train moving, I still got in some really great power. If the test train heads my way, I will be sure to see it. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this Railfanning video. Until my next one, I will see you guys later. Peace out, folks. Hey, please remember to subscribe to my channel and the following YouTubers that were with me in this video. The links will be in the description. Well, as usual, I really hope you enjoyed this epic video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And that will be it as usual.